All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, but bring some points to your attention. Shout out to you guys that are dropping the comments and kind of giving me more direction on leads to follow. And I'm going to try to present it to you guys in a way that is very clear and understandable, okay? And I'm going to present both sides of the story. And I will say here in this video, that I released here, I was having a conversation with Team Texit, but they ended the conversation. I kind of gave them time to reply, but you guys can come out here and read this if you want to. But this is part of doing your own research, guys. So I was asking them because they tried to compare mining TexitCoin with mining other mining facilities. He was like, well, where else can you go and start getting a return on investment in mining? And of course, that doesn't exist where you will get a return within that first year. So he was comparing TexitCoin to that. And it's like, well, you can get it in less than that. And I'm like, guys, you can't compare TexitCoin with these other projects because they are literally mining. You'll either own the miner yourself, or have contracts with them and things like that. With TexitCoin, they're just giving you hash for your $1,000, right? So I kind of elaborate on that a bit, and I'm like, how do you guys know for a fact that Bobby is actually purchasing these miners? And I asked him, hey, give me information about this because I've seen the clip. I've seen where he demonstrates, and I'm going to show that in this video, right? Just for you guys to see how he makes a purchase. But does that mean that he's really making a purchase? Because you cannot believe everything that you see in these videos, guys. So let's watch this video that Bobby did right here and see what he's talking about, okay?
I think with my travel, I've fallen a little bit behind on um, sharing the real-time data on our purchases, and that's a bad thing. That's one of those like watch my back, hold me accountable things. But here's the conversation with Bitmars. If you see my screen, September 23rd, getting places and buying 89 L9s from this last record-breaking week. But there's the total price for it with shipping. There's the payment address, and then there, of course, is the transaction hash for both of those payments. And we can look them both up. We can say, all right, show what's going on here. Put in the transaction hash for payment.
All right. See, guys, Mustache Man right here just spent $600,000, and he verifies it here that a couple payments were sent out close to $600,000 to two addresses for the purchase of miners. But here's the thing, guys, you cannot believe everything you see. When you look at a screen, how do you know they were actually talking to Bitmars? How do you know that the payments that he sent in this video are actually payments going to Bitmars and not payments going to another one of his own wallets? Well, guys, I got the answer for you today. Are you ready for it? Is Bobby really doing what he said he's doing in this video? And this is what I asked the guys at Team Texit. I said, where's the real proof? And I told him, be careful when you answer because I've reached out to Bitmars myself to get a reply. And that's what I'm about to share with you guys. The question is, Bobby really purchasing all of these miners like he's talking about? Here we go, guys. Here is the conversation. So I said, hey, can you confirm the purchase and receipt of payment for these L9 miners? I gave her the link to that video, and I said confirmation of this purchase would be greatly appreciated. And here's her reply. She says, this is Wendy. Yes, the payment is paid for these ERC. Payment will be shipped next week, and she gives her contact information. Wonderful, guys. So kudos to Bobby. He is doing what he says he's doing. He is purchasing miners. So you know what this does for me, guys? This gets me to believe and understand that these numbers are actually right. He's probably spent $5.2 million on miners. Okay. So good job, Bobby. At least you're doing some of the things that you're saying you're doing. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing or that I agree with it, but nevertheless, the man is doing what he's doing. So I guess we'll end this communication with Team Texit, but I do this, guys, to say this is how you do your own research. Remember, don't trust, verify. And when you come to platforms like this, you do want to understand everything, right? So I'm not going to bash Bobby on doing what he said he was going to do, right? So kudos to him for that. Now, let's jump over to this video that I did a couple days ago, right? And I'm trying to set these videos up in a way and a manner to get you to understand the basics so that when I drop later videos, you'll have an understanding of why I'm saying what I'm saying. But in this video, I present to you guys that one of the things is when you have a centralized blockchain where you control all aspects of the blockchain. You control who's going to mine it. You mine it yourself. You don't allow anybody outside of that to mine it. You control the token and everything else. All of the government governance and control is wrapped up under one person or one entity. If you have something like that, you do not need miners. Understand this, guys. And I elaborated on it a bit here. And even one of the peeps that kind of checks in on my channel every now and then. He's a developer, so he's technical. He knows the space. And many of the guys that do follow me are technical natured, right? So they can understand this very easily. Well, a lot of you aren't. So that's why I'm here sharing with you guys. You do not need all of these miners in order to operate a blockchain if you control it. All these other miners are needed only if it's decentralized, which TexitCoin is not. So even Dennis chimes in and he said, there's so much wrong with this project. And he's seeing things from, not just it being centralized, but other things. 100 centralized governance. Um, and he said, matter of fact, it doesn't even make sense to have any consensus protocol if this is only a single entity governing the blockchain. So it's pointless to have so many miners because there is nothing to protect. Guys, you got to catch this. And this is somebody else, independent. I'm not collabing with him. I've never met Dennis, but he's able to look at this, know what's going on, and understand it and elaborate in his own terms. Understand, guys, no, all of these miners are not necessary. I said that in this video, and I am reiterating it here in this video I'm recording right now. Now, with this understanding, guys, some way, somehow, Bobby has screwed up in his mind that he thinks all of these miners are needed to create the biggest mine in the world, and therefore it's going to be successful. No, it's not. You cannot do that, bruh, if you control it, if it is centralized. Therefore, understand this, guys. He's spending he spent $5.24 million. He could have saved 5.23 million, right? That is money that could have gone into other resources. That's money that could have gone into the liquidity, some overhead, or even some promotion, right? So there is a gross misuse of capital in this project, guys. And this is one of the things that I listed. I think in that forum post that I put out. Check out the video, one of my previous videos on TexitCoin. It'll take you there. And I give my opinion on Bobby. I don't think he's an effective CEO, and he is making a lot of bad decisions that is going to make TexitCoin crumble. Okay. So I'm here right now to give a couple of solutions. All right. So since Bobby has already taken the initiative to purchase all of these miners to the tune of $5.2 million, here's what you can do. But before this, guys, check this out. I do want to give a shout out. I do want to give a shout out to a couple of you guys that are chiming into uh, my channel, these videos, because a lot of the information you are putting out here is very helpful and kind of guiding me in certain directions. So there are two um, two people I'd like to give a big shout out to, Corazal 69 Corazal, and also uh, my boy here. Where is he? 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 Bong Mong Fong Song Lee. All right. So I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay. A few days ago when I dropped this video, Blue Chip Drip dropped something. I replied to him, and then Corazal comes in and starts saying, "Hey, Drip, this Blue Chip Drip failed to mention and disclose that he has a YouTube channel on the platform to recruit, and he's making thousands of dollars. And I think in this video here, he mentioned that he's making like $5,000 a month." Okay, guys, this brings an important point of why TexitCoin is going to fail. Okay, because everything in the DeFi space and most projects in the crypto space are set up in a way where the people at the top, the developers, the founders, whatever the case is, their friends, family, and cohorts that are right under them. Under them, you have the influencers. And at the very bottom of the totem pole is you as an investor. Okay. And I really encourage you guys, you might not know about the Drip Network, but this was a project that I stepped my foot in when I was first getting into DeFi. And the only reason I ventured to do that, guys, was because back in 2021, the volatility with trading Bitcoin just slowed down to the point where I couldn't really make a lot of money. So I'm sitting on a lot of Bitcoin that I need to put to work. I don't like sitting on money and that money isn't working for me. So in my research, I stumbled across some people talking about the Drip Network influencers, by the way. And I was making some money for the first few days and stuff, but over the course of time, it started bleeding out, bleeding out, bleeding out. And I'm scratching my head like, why is this bleeding out? So I have to go into my research mode, as what I do in business, and find out, hey, why is this business not operating the way it's supposed to? So my first video in cryptos was this. So if you come out to my channel, click on videos, click on the oldest video, it's going to show you that first video that I released. Now, while this is talking specifically about one of the projects that this developer, Forex Shark, was doing, it technically applied to all of his projects and just about everything in DeFi, where you have influencers that are promoting projects only to make money off of your back. I tried to reiterate to you guys in this video, this is not the way to make money. You're following these guys blindly. These guys don't even know what the real tech of these projects are. All they know is, hey, this is a project that I can shield, and if I can shield a lot of people on it, I can make a lot of money. Well, this is what Corazal is saying here, right? Uh, he mentioned somewhere, he's like, Blue Chip Drip brag day and night that they're making over $5,000 a month. So this is deceptive, guys, right? Because when they're coming out posting videos saying, hey, I'm making $5,000 a month, that triggers in your mind. And yeah, they give all the pretty, wonderful, um, hey, only invest what you can afford to lose. This is just my journey. I'm not giving financial advice. No, screw all that, because they know you guys are listening to them. And then they're trying to present to you, hey, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. But understand, guys, you as the investors, they're making this money off your back. All right. And this is what I kind of talk about in this video right here. And I've done it all throughout many of my YouTube channels. I mean, it's a interesting journey, but it's a long journey, right? But the goal is to expose these people, whether it be developers, influencers, promoters, or whatever the case is, so that you as investors can make better decisions. Learn the project that you're investing in, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you make smart decisions. Do not make investment decisions based off an influencer that you like, because all of these influencers will lead you to empty pockets while they are running away with your money. Now, with that said, it's not just them running away with it. They're getting a small portion compared to what Bobby, the founder, is getting, right? And trust me, guys, I mean, if you continue to follow these guys blindly, you are going to lose your money. So, also, as we're having these conversations, shout out to Bong Mong Fong for giving me yet another influencer. And so I go out and check out his channel, and I see that he is also releasing some information that I'm just going to have to come in and start tearing down. And I'll be doing that maybe in future videos. You know, guys, at this stage, I don't even know if it's worth my time to keep dropping information on TexitCoin, because you guys are going to do what you want to do, right? So, um, why do I need to even waste my time? I've already done several videos on this, and TLDR, just do not invest in it as long as the business is operating the way it is right now. Now, to fix this business, guys, I do have some many solutions. But what I'm going to propose in this video can change TexitCoin around and make it a more sustainable, long-term, and profitable business. Okay. So I'm going to throw this information out there, and I'm doing this only for the sake of you guys that are already invested in it. Okay. Now, consider this, guys. If you are not an investor in TexitCoin, do not invest in it the way it is now, because watch this video, understand what's happening. And if you just put your $1,000 in, and please, by all means, guys, read the comments in these descriptions, because you're going to get the real deal from people that are investing and not getting the returns that they want. Look at how much money, guys, and this is the TexitCoin website, close to 50% of the money that's coming into this system is going straight into the pockets of commissions, guys. Influencers, recruiters. That's where this money is going. Why? Because they're getting you as a sucker to invest in this project. They're getting a small portion, and Bobby's getting the rest, right? That is an astronomical number. That is crazy, guys. And stop and think about this. I mean, literally, guys, we're going to get out of the technology part and think about this in a logical way. What would happen if all recruitment ceased? There would be absolutely no revenue coming into this system. Nobody would get paid. It would dry up, and everybody loses the money. It'll crash before you know it. And check out OneCoin. If you guys don't know about OneCoin, look it up on Amazon or Netflix or something like that, and check out the story with OneCoin. This is what's going to happen with the way TexitCoin is operating right now. There's no source of revenue. Okay, it's only getting income through recruitment of these quote unquote minor seats. Okay, they're selling you a pipe dream, telling you you're going to be paid for 130 years. No, that ain't happening, guys. Okay, they're getting your money now. Like I say, take your good money, USDT, US dollars, USDC, and giving you some crap token and giving you shaves of that crap token, right? So understand, this is a bad business model. It's good for business as far as getting recruitment, but it's not sustainable. Now, in another video that this income 411 guy did, he talked about something about the price manipulation, and we're going to get into that maybe in another video if I feel like doing it. But because of that, guys, um, they're really screwing some things up. And the statement he made is the reason they're manipulating it is because Bobby don't want the price to shoot up and escalate. Well, they come in and start pushing the price down, and that's pretty much destroying market sentiment. So everything about TexitCoin price is going to be controlled by Bobby. And if he does not have enough liquidity to begin paying out people when people want to be paid out, then there are going to be more problems with that. But we'll get into that maybe in a later video. For now, let's stick to this percentage. Now, if you, Bobby, are allocating, what is that? $45 million. There's 40, close to 50% of what's coming in commissions. Cut this out because that's a waste of money, guy. That's a complete waste of money. Because yeah, the reason I mentioned that other video by this income guy, he says that it was because if the price continued to shoot up, then it would make people want to buy in and sell off everything real quick. You know, buy up all the mining seats and stuff like that. Well, that seems to be your goal, right? You see how the information they're giving is contrary. You know what? I'll do this in a later video. But trust me, guys, if you go to this guy's channel here and look up something about the price. He talks about how when the price got up to $6 or something, Bobby started manipulating to push the price back down because he did not want everybody buying in the miners, all at once. Makes completely no sense because that's exactly what Bobby should be wanting because he's spending $45 million to get you guys to recruit him, right? Now, imagine this, guys. Imagine allowing the price to soar by the market and not manipulating it. Imagine that. Imagine not having to pay nearly half of your revenue in commissions. Imagine using those funds to increase the backing of your liquidity, to get some better customer support, to stop these minings. And oh, by the way, with these miners that you have, only use one to mine, or 1, 2, 3, or wherever you put these miners to mine your crappy TexitCoin, but use these other miners to produce Bitcoin. Mine Bitcoin, bruh, because this is going to open up a new source of revenue for TexitCoin. Now, if Bobby's smart, he's actually already doing that. But if he's doing that, that means he's running away with all the profits and still got you guys working to put even more money in his pocket. But I say no. Use these miners, this $5 million that you paid in all these ASIC miners, and you use that to mine Bitcoin. That's going to bring in a nice chunk of revenue for TexitCoin and cut off this multi-level marketing strategy that you're using here. You can call it crowdfunding all you want to, but it's structured as a multi-level marketing, and that is quite obvious. However it is, I know you want to get the word out, but guess what, bro? If you have your own source of revenue where it's bringing money in and you're already sitting on millions of dollars, all you have to do, bro, is allow the token to begin increasing in price, having that liquidity to back it, and that is going to draw in the interest of a lot more investors, right? People will not only want to invest directly by buying the token, but you'll probably get people that want to invest in your mining protocol. Now, I still wouldn't advise against that as long as you continue to have it centralized, but that's another topic of discussion, right? I'm just out here sharing ideas to help get you out of a losing project and set yourself up for success. So this will be in the benefit and interest of your investors, and it will be in your benefit as well, because if you set things up properly, bruh, you can generate profits long term. You guys try to come in and make a quick millions, 500 million real quick, and then run off into the sunset with it, risk your freedom and all that other type of stuff. Do stuff legit. Find out how to do things legit, right? So that's all I'm gonna say in this video, guys. Like I said, I didn't want it to be too long, but do watch out. If you are an investor, do not invest anything in TexitCoin as long as they have this model here, where they're giving 50% of all revenue in commissions. Bruh, what kind of business does that? And then only 5% in 5 million in promotions compared to 45 million in commissions. Crazy, guys. Avoid platforms like this. Again, come out to my channel here and you will see how you being played by influencers and developers. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will holla on the next one. Peace out.